Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer here, and welcome to another game of 4 Against Darkness. I've got the board set up, I've got my dice, my characters, and my character sheet, and I am ready to go. We're going to go ahead and roll for the starting room, D6, and I rolled a 5, which is just a simple little triangular entrance with a 4-way. I'll go ahead and put my characters here in the hallway. Now, if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, I've got the rogue leading with the barbarian, and the cleric and the wizard are in the back. And that's because as I enter rooms or corridors, if I detect a trap or if I spring a trap, the rogue has a chance to disarm it. So hopefully that will work for us again this episode. So let me go ahead and see what is down. I'm going to go straight down this hallway. I rolled a 2-4. 2-4 is a room with a door on the opposite side. Like that. There are 2 doors. I have not mentioned this before, but you know, you really do want to draw the doors in. And the reason being is if you're ever fleeing a room, if you're getting, just killed, the monsters will stop at a door. So if you make it back through this room, it's assumed that you have closed and barred the door somehow. I didn't need to draw this door, but I want to put it there because as I'm retreating, or let's say I'm finishing the dungeon and I'm leaving to get back to the entry area, if I go in this room and I roll a wandering monster, let's say it's a boss, and my health is low, my spells are low, everything's low, I want to be able to run and not have that boss follow me. So that door there is my reminder that I can do that. Now let's go ahead and see what is in this room. That is a 10. There's a little spreadsheet I roll here. On a 10 for a room is a weird monster. Let me go ahead and find the weird monster table. And weird monsters count as bosses, both in determining if a monster is the final boss and you get an XP roll. So I need to roll a d6, and I rolled a 2, which is an iron eater. I have never been up against one of these before. I bet you they go after armor. It's an iron eater. It is level 3, 4 life, 3 attacks. Wow. No treasure. Defense rolls against the Iron Eater do not enjoy bonuses from heavy armor. Shield and light armor count. If the monster hits, the character takes no damage, but loses his armor, shield, main weapon, or 3d6 gold in that order. Oh, man. There is absolutely, I have got to kill this thing on the first go. Because if I lose my armor, what's the point? I mean, the armor is what gives the cleric her +3 defense, and my barbarian his +2. Let's see, that's about it. They have shield and light armor and heavy armor. Everyone else, well, my thief has light armor, so he could lose light armor as well. I'm not going to take any chances here. I'm going to go ahead. Do I want to rage with a barbarian? Because I get 3d6, and if I hit a boss, it takes 2 wounds. Let's do it. I'm going to rage. And I did roll a 6. So, but that's just a minimum of 2 wounds right there. So it's a level 3. So let's hope I roll higher. I rolled a, come on, what are you going to do? Wow, that dice is really going. 2. So 6 plus 2 is 8. And all I can do is 2 life points. I did not, if that had been a 3, I could have hit with another life. All right, Mr. Cleric, you're +2 against a level 3 creature, which means I need to roll a 2 or higher. A 1 is an automatic miss. And I rolled a 2. I wish I had not used that rage now, but it's too late. Let me cross that out that I used it. Let's see. The rogue will step up. Rogue is -1, so I got to roll a 4 or higher. And I rolled a 3, which missed. I cannot mess around now. I'm going to have my wizard use, the lightning will do 2 hits on a successful hit. So all I've got to do is roll a 2 or higher and I rolled a 5. So that's enough to kill the, what was it called? An iron eater. Never fought one of those before, so that's interesting. And not something you want to encounter early on where it could wipe out your armor for the rest of the game. So there we go. So they successfully did that. And the Iron Eater does not have a treasure roll. So no treasure roll there, although I do get to cross off a weird monster, and I get to roll for a level. Right now, I'm trying to level up my barbarian. He is the only level 3 character I have remaining, so I need to roll a 4 or higher, and I did not. So no leveling for the barbarian. Let me get a towel here to... All right, well, let's keep going. There's only one door to go through. Let's see what is out there. I rolled a 1-3. 1-3 is a snaking corridor. Now, what I do on these snaking corridors, because they're quite large in the drawing, I try to knock them down a little bit. I don't want to eat up too much of my level. So I'm going to do that. That's just a little bit smaller than it is, but it will allow me some maneuvering room. There is a door here and a door here. Now let's see what is in this corridor. That is a 7 on a corridor is a minion. I'll roll on the minion table. Minions. You roll a d6. Rolled a 3, which is hobgoblins. And it is a d6 hobgoblins. So I rolled a 4. 4 hobgoblins. They are level 4, treasure +1. And there are 4 of them. Barbarian will step up. And the barbarian is +3. So just a 2 or higher will do it. I rolled a 1 and he missed. Cleric is +2. So a 2 or higher also for the cleric. That's enough to kill one. The rogue, we outnumber the minions, so the rogue gets +3. So he's just got to roll a 1 or higher. I rolled a 2. And the wizard is -1, so I've got to roll a 5 or higher. I'm not going to cast a spell. He failed. The 2 hobgoblins are going to attack my cleric and my barbarian. The barbarian has to roll a 5 or higher to defend, but he's +3, so I just need to roll a 2 or higher. And I did. The cleric is +2. You need to roll a 5 or higher. On defense rolls, you're not matching the level. You have to beat it. So a 5 or higher, but it's +2. So I need to roll a 3 or higher. And I did. So neither one of them take any damage. The barbarian will step up. He needs a 2 or higher. He gets another one. And the cleric needs a 2 or higher as well. And does it. And I get a treasure roll at +1. The treasure roll is a 2. Treasure roll on a 3. Find the chart here. 3 is a scroll with a random spell. Okay. A 6 on the spell is a protect spell, so I've got another one of those, which gives +1 defense to whomever you cast it on. So I will keep that. They're in the corridor. I am going to go through this door on the left. I rolled a 6-3, which is just a hallway with 2 doors on the side. And let's see what is in this corridor. That is a 9. A 9 on a corridor is empty. Consulting this little chart. So you roll 2 d6s, you add the value. Here's the number, the total. On this side, you look at what's on a corridor. On this side, what's in a room. And a 9, is that what I rolled? Yeah, 9 is empty. Okay, let's go this way. I want to see what's down in this area. That is a 1 + 6 is that's a 6-1, excuse me. 6-1 is a big old room with a bunch of doors, so I like that. It is a 3 by 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it has a couple doors. It has one down here. And it has one here. I'm going to make a decision and flip it to the other side just for space purposes. You can do that in this rule. The rules allow you to sort of shrink the room a little bit, not too much, or rotate it to fit in a space, and you can also sort of relocate the doors and quarters to fit your map. So that's what I'm doing here. Otherwise, this door would just be a dead end, and that's no fun. Okay, let's see. Next, I need to find out what's in this room. And that is a 6. 6 in a room is vermin. Don't like vermin because you don't get XP for them. They're pretty easy to kill. 4, which is D6 giant centipedes. I rolled a 6. 6 giant centipedes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. They are level 3. No treasure. Any character wounded by a giant centipede must save versus level 2 poison or lose a life. Basically what that means is if I get hit by a centipede, that character has to roll a 2 or higher on a d6. There's no mods unless it told me to use a certain mod, and it did not. Okay, the barbarian steps up. Level 3, he's just got to roll a 2 or higher, and I rolled a 5. 5 is enough just to take 1 out. Cleric does the same, 2 or higher to hit. I rolled a 3, that takes out 1. The rogue, we do not outnumber yet, so the rogue is -1 attack, so 4 or higher. And I rolled a 6. Let's keep going. That's exploding. 6 plus 6 is 12. That's enough to kill all the remaining. 3 times 4 is 12, which is the total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I think it said no treasure on the giant centipedes. No treasure. So no treasure yet. And they're vermin, so I don't get a check mark on the minions table. Every 10 minions, every 10 group minions or minion groups that you kill, you get 1 XP roll. So that was not minions. That was vermin. Okay, got a big room here. Let's go through this door and see what's down here. That is a 2-6. 2-6 is a room with 2 doors. The entry door and the exit door. And it is just a 2x3. So it's a weird one. It goes here, here, and the door is on the opposite side. Let's see what's in there. That is a 7 on a room is minions. Finally, got some minions to fight. Let's see what they are. 3. Actually, I did fight minions. I fought hobgoblins. What am I talking about? Forgot. Hobgoblins were in this quarter. Let's see. 6 is a minion. Now I need to roll for what the minion is. I rolled a 5, which is D3 trolls. 6, so that means 3 trolls. Trolls, there's 3 of them. They are level 5. Ooh. And normal treasure. Trolls regenerate. So basically, after I kill one, I have to assign a character to use its action to hack it up so it doesn't regenerate. It doesn't always regenerate. It says it regenerates on a roll of, on a 5 or 6, it comes back to life. So definitely don't want it to come back to life. Let's get organized here. The barbarian will step up. Level 5, he's pushed 3, so 2 or higher. Failed. Level 5 plus 2, 3 or higher for the cleric. That's an exploding 6. Let's roll it again. 12, that's excellent. And 12 plus 5 is 17, and believe it or not, that is enough to take all 3 spots, all 3 trolls. 5 times 3 is 15. I rolled a total of 17 damage. That is how exploding dice really pay off. And nicely done, cleric. All right, the treasure is a normal treasure, so I just roll a d6. I rolled a 4, which is 1 gem worth 2d6 times 5. 6 times 5 is 30 gold. Now, I am getting very close to level 5 on all my characters. Now, it could take a while because to level up a level 4 character to 5, I have to roll a 5 or 6 on a d6 to level it up, and that's not always easy to do. So there's probably a couple more dungeons in my future before all of them hit level 5. But once they hit level 5, there is an advanced version or advanced game of this called 4 Against the Abyss. It takes place below these basic dungeons. You have to be level 5 or higher. But in order to move into that book, the rules state that you either have to pay 1 XP per per hero, so I'd need to gather 4 XP rolls, successful XP rolls, I believe, or you pay 500 gold per hero. So gold, I've been sort of taking it easy on writing down small amounts of gold, but I need to start tracking my gold because it's going to cost some money to level these guys up. Okay, so I got the gem. It was worth, or the gem which was worth 30 gold. There's only one door. Let's go through it. I rolled a 6-6, which is a room with 2 doors. So I'm going to, let's see, how does that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would put a dead end here, and I can't do it. I can do it this way to fit with this hallway. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it come down and meet this hallway. I'll have this come down, and I'm going to have this actually be the shape of the room, and we'll draw it like that. And the other door, there is a door here and a door over here. So they are in this room. Let's see what is in this room. That is a 4. 4 in a room is a special event. Special event. Roll a d6. That is a 4. It's a trap. Roll on the trap table. I don't think that is in this book. It's not, so I got to go to the iPad. Traps. Trap table. Roll a d6. Roll a 6. A giant stone block level 5 falls on the last character in the marching order, which would be my wizard. So the wizard will have to make a level 5 save, but because the thief or rogue was in front, I get a chance to disarm it. The thief adds his level. He's +4 against a level 5, so I just got to roll a 2 or higher, and I rolled a 3. So he disarmed the trap. Nothing for the wizard to worry about. I would have worried if that had not happened, because rolling a 5 or 6 on a d6 for the wizard would have probably been, that's risky. All right, so just a trap in here, no monster. Let's go through this door. That is a 6-3, which is a hallway with 2 doors. And since it looks like one's going to be a dead end, I'm just going to take it out, dead end the hallway, and put a door going up. Right there. Because the other door would be here, which would just hit this wall, which would be a dead end. So no worries. All right, so let's see what's in this hallway. That is an 8. 8 on a hallway is empty. All right, we're going to go through that door. It is a 5-3. 5-3 is a T hallway with a door. So let's draw it. T hallway with just a single door. There's a door here. I suspect that will have to be a dead end, but we'll check that in a minute. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. If it gets too close to this wall and I don't have room to do a room, then I'm going to automatically seal it off. So we're going to roll to see what's in this hallway. That's an 11 on a hallway is a boss. All right, so we roll on the boss table to see what it is. Boss table, D6. We rolled. That is a 6. That is a dragon. We also need to see, and the unfortunate part is, because it's a hallway, only my rogue and my barbarian can attack from the front. I did find out that spellcasters and bows can fire from the rear. So my cleric, unfortunately, does not have a bow, but she can cast heal if somebody needs it. So right now it is the rogue and barbarian with the cleric and the thief, the cleric and the wizard in the rear doing support. So the dragon is a level 6, and it has 5 life, and it has 2 attacks, and it gets 3 treasure rolls at -1. Oh, +1. I was going to say the -1 doesn't make sense. All right, 2 attacks. And then it also has a special rule. So on its turn, you roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, it breathes fire. And the players, and it automatically does -1 life if the character fails to save versus level 6 save. So you're pretty much always going to, unless you roll a natural 6, you're going to take damage. What else? I need to roll a d6 to see if this is the final boss. It is not. Okay. So let's line them up. These two and these two. Barbarian's going to go ahead and go. He's burned his rage, so all he can do is just a straight attack. Level 6, he is +3, so I need to roll a 3 or higher. I rolled a 1. He missed. The rogue is -1, so you can't ever roll higher than a 6, so a natural 6 is always a hit. And I did. I rolled a 6, so that's 1 life gone. And another 6. That's 2 hits. And another 6. That's 3 hits. 3 hits. All right. Woo. Nice. I have never done that before on a boss, I don't think, and certainly not with someone like the rogue, although I think the rogue has done some critical hit, like some exploding hits before. That was really awesome. Now, the cleric can't do anything, but the wizard can cast lightning. I am going to do that. Lightning is this. You attack with a spell, and you add your level to the roll. He's level 4 versus 6, so I got to roll a 2 or higher to cast it. If it hits, it automatically does 2 on a boss. And I did hit, and that is enough to kill the dragon. Nice. Now, you're thinking, oh, that was too easy. That could have very well gone against me if the dragon was rolling 6s on the or 1s or 2s on the defense and breathing fire without me rolling 6s. So could have gone either way. My characters are getting more powerful as they level up, and you think, oh, a dragon's supposed to be super deadly. This is actually called a small dragon. So I imagine that there is a medium or large dragon in the next advanced rules. So that was a small dragon, so not too bad. I get 3 treasure rolls. This is awesome, and they're all at +1. So let's do that. First treasure is a 6, which is a magic item. Let me get back to the chart here. Magic treasures. That is going to be a 6, which is a fireball staff. I will take that. And I believe, I'll have to read the rules, but I believe the fireball staff has 2 shots. I will check that in just a moment. It says it has the fireball twice. Okay. Second treasure roll is a 4, because I'm adding +1, which is a gem worth 2d6 times 5. 11 times 5 is 55. All this gold is going to add up. And then the final treasure roll is a 3, which is a scroll with a random spell, and that spell is 2, which is fireball. I'm just full of fireball today, so a scroll of fireball. Okay. And I get an XP roll. 4 or higher for the barbarian to go to level 4. And he did it. Yes. All right. He goes up to 10 hit points. And now he is at +4 to attack. And that was in this hallway. I'm going to write dragon here just to remind myself that I had a boss. And I also had a weird. And technically, I should have added 1 to that die roll. On a 6, it would have been a final boss, but I think I rolled like a 2 or 3, so it was not the final boss. Let's go through that door. 2-3 is a long hallway, a room with a door on the opposite side. So hallway and a 2x3. Let's see what's in this room. A 9. 9 on a room is empty. Now it says you can search it. Search. You roll a d6. 1 is a wandering monster. 2 to 4, empty. And 5 to 6, you can get a clue, a secret door, or a hidden treasure. I rolled a 4, which is empty. Okay, nothing in there. And I searched it. There's a door. Let's see where it goes. 2-2. 2/2 is a 3x3 with 2 doors. Goes up here, which I'm just going to link to this hallway, and here. Okay, that worked out nice. Okay, let's see what's in this room. 11 is roll d6 on the boss table, and a 6 on the d6 equals final. Okay. All right, so we have another boss. Let's see what this boss is. 5, which is a Chaos Lord. These are dangerous, I know. Chaos Lord, level 6, 4 life, 3 attacks, 2 treasure rolls at +1, and here's the deal. Before the fight begins, roll a d6 to determine if the Chaos Lord has a special power. On a 1 to 3, no powers. I rolled a 1, so no powers. When you kill a Chaos Lord, roll a die. On a 5 or 6, you get a clue. In this game, you can turn in clues for some special surprise items. There's some magic items. There's some bonus skills you can get. All kinds of cool things. Let's do this. Oh, first off, I need to determine if he's the final boss. I have encountered 1, 2. So I add 2 to this roll. If it's 6 or higher, it's a final boss. 4 plus 2 is 6. This is the final boss. Now that changes things because it adds an extra life and an extra attack. So he gets an attack on everybody now. This was a small dungeon. Let's do this. Barbarian, cleric, rogue, wizard. All right. Barbarian steps up. He is +4 now, so 2 or higher. He does. Gets a hit. Cleric is +2 versus 8, 4 or higher, and misses. Rogue is -1, so he's got to roll a natural 6. He does not. Wizard's going to cast lightning. This is his second lightning. He's got 3. And I could cast fireball, but I'll hold off on that. He's going to cast lightning, which will do 2 if I cast it. 6 and his level's 4, so I've got to roll a 2 or higher. And I rolled a 3, so I successfully cast it. And it does 2, which lowers him to level 5. A boss always loses a level when you get halfway to the health points or more. So now he gets 4 attacks. All right, so the Barbarian. Now remember, you have to roll higher than the level to defend. So the Barbarian has to roll a 6, but he's +2 defense. So he's got to roll a 4 higher. I rolled a 6, so he defends. The Cleric is +3 versus 6. So the Cleric's got to roll 3 or higher. He defends. The Rogue is +4 versus, so 2 or higher for the Rogue, and he easily does it. And the poor Wizard is no defense, so he's just got to roll a 6. And he did. All right, Barbarian steps up. He needs a 5, 4. He needs a 2 or higher. He gets it. Cleric needs a 3 or higher and gets it, and that Chaos Lord is done. You get an extra treasure roll, I think, for the final boss. I'm going to go check on that. All right, the final boss has 1 additional life, 1 attack, and 1 automatic. The gold piece treasure of the final boss is tripled, or 100 gold pieces, whichever is best. If it has a magic item in its treasure, you find 2. So let's see what he has. So if one of these is a magic item, I get 2 magic items. So let's do the first treasure, which is 2 + 1 is 3. That's I think that's a scroll. It's a scroll, and the scroll is, I like scrolls. It's a 3, which is lightning bolt. So I've got a scroll of lightning. And I believe, is the scroll of lightning 3? I cannot remember. I think it's just 1 attack. I'll have to double check that. I think it is. Yeah, it's just one hit. Let's see, what else? Second treasure roll is a 2 + 1 is 3, which is another scroll, which is a 1, which is blessing, a scroll of blessing. Got lots of scrolls this turn. And I like the scrolls of blessing because they can get rid of petrification from a Medusa, if your cleric were accidentally turned to stone, you could at least cast blessing and undo that on the cleric, who could then undo it on the other players. So that is very cool. So I get an XP roll. They are all now 4. So I want to level up my wizard. He is level 4. He's going to go to level 5. So I have to roll a 5 or 6 on this dice. And I did not. So that's okay. Did not get it. Where were they? They were right here. I want to circle back. I want to exit and count up all my gold, count up all my magic items I found, the scrolls, sell what I don't want to sell, and zero this out and figure out what the next plan of attack is. I like that this was a very small dungeon. I could keep going. There's plenty of doors I could go back and explore, and that might give me minions that I could get XP rolls on, but right now I'm just going to stop right here. But in order to stop, I still have to get out. It's going to be easiest to go this way. It's the fewer rolls. You roll a 1, you hit a wandering monster every area you enter. So let's go here. I rolled a 4, no wandering monster. I go here, no wandering monster. I go here, no wandering monster, and then back into the entrance, and that is the end of the dungeon. Okay, well that was very quick, very fun. That is dungeon number 6 for me. I hope you're enjoying this. I will be back again probably in less than a week with another 4 Against Darkness. I have all level 4 characters now, so it's just a matter of getting them leveled up to level 5 so that I can start playing the advanced version of this game. If you want more information about this, check the video description. I'll have it all in there. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me, and everybody, take care.